Good evening, and I welcome you, students. What we are doing already, we are discussing work, energy, and power. We already told you, student, what is work. When force is applied and displacement takes place, you are saying work has been done. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So we are aware of the work. Then we said the energy and work are very much closely interrelated with each other. So much so that SI unit of work and energy are the same. So people who have, if I am sitting on a chair, I have energy, but I am not doing work, but I can do the work. I can do the work. And when I will do the work, what will happen, student? There will be transformation. There will be change in energy. I will do the work. Then what will happen? There will be decrease in kinetic energy, or there will be change in kinetic energy. What I am saying, not decrease otherwise. So the work which I do gets converted into energy, or energy. If I have the energy, I can do the work. So without energy, how can I do the work? No. So we already derived certain formulas and two types of energies we have discussed. What are the two main forms of energies we discussed with you, students?
Kinetic energy and potential energy.
What is kinetic energy, students?
So
What?
kinetic energy is the energy that object has because of its motion.
So any mass, when it starts moving, when it is in motion, it has a velocity, then we say it has a kinetic energy. What was the formula which was derived for the kinetic energy, students?
Half mv square.
The kinetic energy is directly proportional to the mass of the object, is directly proportional to the scale of the velocity with which the object is moving. And you have seen when bullets are fired, the mass of the bullet is small, but the velocity is very high, and it will kill you as soon as it appears inside your body. So what is happening, student? The kinetic energy is then, as soon as it enters to the body, it will do the work. And what will be the result of that? So we are aware of kinetic. Then we discussed with you, students, another form of energy, which was potential energy or gravitational potential energy. When we are lifting any object from zero to a particular height with reference to a 0 point, change the configuration, change of the object, or you lift the object to higher height, what was happening? That the object, we have to do work in order to lift the object from the ground. And that energy which is stored in it is called gravitational potential energy. So consider a ball raised from a ground to a height, then it acquires a gravitational potential energy. And once it starts falling, what is happening? What is happening, student? The potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. So important law which we studied was conservation of energy. What is conservation of energy? Very important. In science, we study a lot of things like conservation of mass, conservation of energy. What we are talking, conservation of charge. So everything we are saying conservation, but then how the world moves? If everything is conserved, how the world is moving, student, what is happening then? Energy cannot be created nor be destroyed, then how the life is continuing? Plants are doing by photosynthesis, and you burn the coal, you get the energy, and I eat the food, I get the energy. So what is all these, students? What we talked of, that energy can be transformed from one form into another. That is the most important point. And that's why the life exists. Energy can be transformed from one form to another. So the total energy is conserved. Kinetic energy changes into potential, potential into kinetic energy. Roller coaster or any game you see, what is happening? One form of energy will get converted into another. So the sum of the energies will, for an isolated system, will remain same, will remain constant. That is what we talked of, law of conservation of energy. We discussed about mechanical energy. Student, what is mechanical energy?
Sir, mechanical energy is the sum of potential energy and kinetic energy.
So another term was defined as a total of kinetic energy plus potential energy is called the mechanical energy. And we say that everything we can talk in terms of mechanical energy, because if kinetic energy becomes less, the potential energy increases, or kinetic energy becomes more, potential energy increases. If kinetic energy becomes zero, then potential energy becomes more. So this way we say the total energy, we can talk of mechanical energy, sum of the kinetic and potential energies. So the life is nothing but all energies which we are talking about. If I am speaking here, I am talking sound energy reaching you, and you are using light energy, various forms of the energies we are using. In the electrical cell or battery, you are saying chemical energy is converted into electrical energy, into electrical energy is converted into light energy, solar energy, sun energy is converted into photovoltaics. That's what you are doing. So electrical energy. How we said, oh, water is falling from a higher to a lower height, and it will, what will it do? And potential energy is converted into kinetic energy, and the turbines, it moves the turbines and that turbine movement, and we are generating electricity. All these are wonderful, wonderful examples and applications which we are using in our everyday life. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
You are using petrol, you are using coal, you are using fuels to get energy from them. Now, another important part which we want to discuss, student. Work, you said, how we define work? Force into distance. Force into distance. For example, what we are trying today, students, supposing here is a mass of an object. Here is an object, student. Supposing this is a box or anything, student. We are lifting it. We want to lift it to a height h. You have seen how do we lift? You have seen cranes?
Yes, sir.
Cranes, student. So what something cranes, what we have, what will the crane do, student? Cranes. There is a mechanism, there is a system in the crane, student. So they will start lifting this object from the ground. Supposing we want to lift it from this point A to point B. So this is how much work will be done if I lift this object from point A to point B, student. How much work will be done? How much work is done? If I lift the object from A to B, if M is the mass of the object, M is the mass of the object, what will be the work done, student? If I lift the object from A to D, A to B,
mgh.
M is the mass of the object, G is the acceleration due to gravity, H is the height, mg, H is the work. That is my work done, student. Now, supposing one machine does this work, student, in 60 seconds. Work is the same, I am saying now. I am saying time taken is 60 seconds by one crane or one machine. Let me call it a machine, no issue. And another machine does the same work to lift the object A to B in 120 seconds. Which is doing work faster, student?
First machine.
This machine is doing faster work. This machine is doing, student, slower work. Slower. Now you see, in such situations, what will we do, student? That what we are now talking something, what is the rate at which the work is being done? Rate of doing work. How much time it takes? How much time it takes, student, to lift this weight from A to B? If I note down that time in seconds, student, here we are seeing time T1 and time T2, 120 seconds. So the rate of doing work is not the same. Work is same, but the rate of doing work is not the same. And that what we talk of the rate of work is known as, rate of doing work is known as a power. So I'm saying this machine, which machine has more power? This one or this one?
First machine.
So this has more power. I'm saying this machine has more power, student. This has less power. Because it does the same work in shorter period of time. This will do the work in longer period of time. So we are saying the power of machine becomes important now. A machine which is more powerful will do the work in a shorter period of time than the machine which is less powerful will take more time, students. So that is why we define another quantity, what we call as the power or rate of doing work. So how much power means the work done, student, per unit time. Per unit time. So work done per unit time will be the power. will be the power. So what we are saying, that how much work is done. Consider that from a market, you go to a supermarket, students, and in the supermarket, you buy items, 10 items. There's a trolley. You take the trolley from the supermarket to the car parking where your car is parked. And the same trolley you give to your old parents, which you think will reach the car parked faster. The young man or the old person?
Young man.
Young man. Why? That means the young man is doing the same work in shorter period of time. He has more power. He is faster. His rate of doing work is faster. And the rate of doing work is taking more time, slower. That is what we mean by power. And you have seen when we discuss, when we are using machine, students, any machine which is running, we always say, what is the power of the machine? By power kitni hai? Even you know the electric bulbs you are buying, there is a power. What is the power? By kitni power hai? In your home also you are using appliances, you are saying, what is the power? So power is not a word which is familiar to you at home also. Kitni power use kar rahe ho? Electricity maybe. Do you use it or not?
Yes, sir.
So what is that, students? What we are talking now. So therefore, we are coming to a simple thing. Power of a body is defined as rate of doing work by the body. So whenever we discuss a rate, what do you mean by rate? Rate is the work done in a unit period of time. In 1 unit, how much work will be done, student? So we can define a quantity which we say as power as work divided by time. So W by T. The same work may be done by different machines in different period of time. So they will have different powers. The work is same, but power is different. So machines can do the same work. What we are saying, machines can do, student, the same work in different period of times, in different times. Therefore, their powers will be different. One will do the work in time T1 second, other in T2 second. So their power will be different. So we can say the power of machine 1 is W by T1. The power of machine 2 is W by T2. Therefore, student, what will be the SI units of the power? How will you find the SI unit of the power, students? What are the SI units of work, students?
Joule.
Joule, very good. Thank you very much for helping me. And what is the SI unit of time?
Seconds.
Second. So would call as joule per second. Joule per second, student. And joule per second is given a name, watt. So watt is the unit, SI unit of power. SI unit of power, student. Therefore, I can say that power is equal to work done in a unit period of time or rate of doing work. This is what we call as a rate of doing work. Power is equal to W by T. 1 watt is SI unit. We are already saying joule per second. So 1 watt will be what will be 1 watt, student? What will be 1 watt? When 1 joule of work is done, 1 joule of work done by a machine in 1 second. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So that 1 joule by 1 joule, 1 per 1 second, 1 joule of work done by 1 second will be equal to 1 watt. So that is why we talk of watt. You are buying electrical appliances, there is a watt. Kitne watt ka hai? You go to a shopkeeper, when you buy a bulb, you are saying, give me a bulb. What else he will ask you? What bulb you want? Then how many watts you want? What you have any idea what type of watts you are using at home? What is it you are using? They are saying 60-watt bulb is there, 30-watt bulb is there. Nowadays, even very low watt bulb is there. So that shows how many joules will be consumed in 1 second. In 1 second, student. Higher the wattage, what will happen? More joules will be required per second. More energy will be consumed, student. More work per second. More work per second. More energy consumption per second. So different appliances at your home have got different watts. There is always a rating which is given. And you can try to check what is the power of the fan, what is the power of washing machine. Every machine has a power, at what power they operate. Watt is a small unit because we are saying 1 watt is 1 joule per second. So we talk of kilowatt, students. What do you mean by kilowatt? What will be kilowatt, student? Kilo means what? 10 power 3 watts. So kilowatt will be how much, student? 10 power 3 means 1000 watts. So 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watts, which means 1000 joule per second. The energy consumption is 1000 joules of energy will be consumed in 1 second when we talk of 1 kilowatt. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Another power is quite familiar to you, what they used, horsepower. Why did they talk of horsepower? You are aware, some history is known to you. You know, first you have seen horses pulling the cart before the engines were discovered.
Yes, sir.
See, in the old time, they were using horses. So horses have a power. Horses have a power. And 2 horses and people are sitting behind them like a rickshaw. So they devised that during the ancient time, old times, they were using when the engines were not discovered. But James Watts, who discovered the first steam engine, James Watt, that is a Watts is a scientist student. To honor him, the unit has been named as Watt. So what they said ki 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watts. What is 1 horsepower equal to, students?
746 watts.
Sometimes in the numericals, this type of conversions are important, student. So 746 joule per second is a 1 horsepower. There will be problems, numericals, which will be there in every chapter, we know, when we will start doing it. Energy conversions are important. And we can see more details of horsepower if you want to see. Why horses are, horses are having very strong power. Is it true?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever seen horses sitting down?
No, sir.
They are always standing. So that means their feet strength is very high. They are not tired. Huh? All the time standing. Horses are standing all the time. So that is very strong power. Strong power, and the system is designed like that. Because you have studied in bio now, we have studied something about the design of the human body, design of certain animals. You have seen is the design of that. Horse is like this, it stands and not tired. Very important point. Sometimes we are amazed to see all these things. That's why we study science and we start understanding it. That everything has a design. We have a design of 2 legs, and animals are walking on 4 legs. And we walking on 2 legs. And we have a brain. Animals do have a brain, but the brain is not developed. They cannot create things. Only they know how to feed themselves and how to survive. There's a food web, food chain, one animal eats another. And if that process doesn't take place, then the life is under threat. We started understanding all these things. Every species which exists is important. If I remove, as already how much extinction has taken place due to climate crisis and other problems, and if animals will undergo extinction, we will also be not there. You know that, right?
Yes, sir.
So one animal, other food web, food chain, the cycle is going on. If animals won't eat animals, then the population of one animal will become so large. What will happen then? And if human beings who don't die, what will happen? They will keep on getting birth. How much will be the population on earth? Will it be able to sustain? Tell me.
No, sir.
So that is a cycle, student. Once we are born, we have to die. We may feel, oh my God, yeah, why I am struggling so hard and putting all my efforts day and night when I will have to die one day. Right? If I think like this, what will happen? Everyone has to die. So how much money people are collecting on planet Earth? For what purpose? They are not going to live forever. So the cycle is there. That is the cycle. If the cycle is not there, life is not there. That we also understand now. Scientifically, we know that. If there was no cycle, there would be no life also. Everything is like this. Coming, going. Food chain, food webs. Every species become important. Then animals have been used, student, a lot in the previous history. You know, we used to get work done from the animals. You have seen donkeys, camels, elephants, and horse is one special case which is so powerful because
Yes.
of body design. It can stand. So they used to have, before the engines came, the horses were used mainly. Still the tongas, you have seen tongas in some places.
Yes, sir.
So horses are so strong. 1 horsepower equal to 746 joule. 1 horsepower 746 mean how much it will be able to do, consume 746 joules in 1 second energy. So that is what we are trying to understand. Okay. So student, now we have started understanding that there is something what we were discussing, work. Then we discussed energy, student. And we discussed that these two things, force into displacement, are required. And we gave you a formula also, F into S into cos theta. Then we talked of kinetic energy, student. Half mv square. Then I talked of potential energy, gravitational potential energy as mgh. Then I talked of mechanical energy, student, which I said is equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy. These are the two major forms, and many other energies are falling in these regions, kinetic energy and potential energy. Kinetic energy takes care of all other types of energies. Whatever light energy, electric, so many types of energies we talked of. And then interestingly, we talked of conservation of energy, student. And this is the most important part, that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but energy can be transformed, students. Can be transformed from one form into another. And that is what makes our life possible. If this process stops, then our life is no longer there. Try to see the connections. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So everything, one form to another form. If there is a ball, student, if it is falling, this is the height, student. So as it has a potential energy, gravitational potential energy, and here it has a zero kinetic energy. Here what is happening? Zero potential energy, ground. So as it is coming in between, what will happen? At any point, it will have potential energy plus kinetic energy. So maximum potential energy here, maximum potential energy. And what else is happening, student? Oh, okay. Let me see what happened to the board. Mhm. So what we are saying, students, something and some button. So we have two types of energy. We are saying, students, kinetic and potential energies. There is a kinetic energy and there is a potential energy. So they can be interconverted into one form into another. If I consider a ball, as we have seen here, if I consider anything in between this, there will be two types of energy. Maximum here is kinetic potential energy. Kinetic energy is zero. As it starts falling, the potential energy starts getting converted into kinetic energy. Loss in potential energy is equal to the gain in kinetic energy. So one body loses energy, another will gain energy. Loss and gain both are taking place in all these cases, student. So one loses energy, other gains energy, right?
Yes, sir.
This is the entire game, student. Loss and gain, loss and gain. But overall, one thing losses, other gains. But everything else we know conserved. Okay? All right, let me see the problem is over. Okay. So students, our purpose is to understand the science in very clear-cut manner, what we are talking, what we are saying. And then we said that same work can be done in different periods of time, in different times, by two different machines, by 5 different machines. Or for example, if I consider a rope, student, this is a rope. This is a rope, student. Rope. मान लो a girl is climbing the rope. Girl Sita climbs the rope from A to B, from A to B. So it can have any height, student. It can have any height. The girl is of, I'm saying 50 kg. The mass of the girl is 50 kg. Her name is Sita. Let me take, this is 10-meter rope. She climbs this rope in, let us say, 2 minutes, which is equal to how many seconds? 120 seconds. And there's another girl, Geeta. Her mass is also 50 kg. Okay? And she climbs, student, the rope in 3 minutes. 3 minutes will be how many seconds, student?
180 seconds.
180 seconds. Now the work is the same here. Work is M into G into H. What is the mass? 50 kg. If I take G 10 meter per second square, height is 10 meter. So how much is this work, student? 50, 500, 5,000?
Yes, sir.
5,000 Newton work. W same. But this work is done in 120 seconds. What is the power of the Sita? W by T. How much? 5,000 Newton by 120 seconds. And what is the power of Geeta? How much? 5,000 Newton by 180 seconds. Can you tell me what are the values of these? How much it is coming? 500 by 12. How much it will be?
Sir,
What is
approximately 41.6
41.6 joule per second.
watts.
And what is this value?
Sir, approximately 21.7.
21.7 joules per second. So which has more power?
Sita.
Sita has more power. Why? Because she does the same work in lesser period of time. Sita has more power because her power means the rate of doing work. She does the 41.6 joules in 1 second. Work done is more in the case of Sita. Work done by Gita is less. The speed of Gita is less. The speed of doing work is what we are saying is power. That's what we are coming. Is it right? So the power is the speed of doing the work. So power measures the speed of work done. In other words, I can say that. What I can say? Power measures the speed of doing work. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
That is, rate means what? Student, rate means the speed. Okay, we understood the idea of power. Here is a numerical for us question. Two girls, each of weight 4,000 newtons. Climb up a rope through a height of 8 meters. We name one of the girls A and other B. Girl A takes 20 seconds, B takes 50 seconds. What is the power expended by each girl? You have 2 minutes to answer the question, students. Question answer helps us in understanding more easily what we are doing, why we are doing, students. I will sip water and say, oh, water, heal me. I will sip water. What do we have? We have girl A, student. What is the mass of the girl A? Each of weight, mass, weight is given. Weight is m into g is given. How much? 400 newtons. ठीक है? One of the girl A, ठीक है? And what is the value of g? We can take, student, for approximation. Approximation. Value of g, how much we can take, student? 10.
Yes, sir.
Two girls, each of weight is m into g. Already m into g is given, so no problem. What is the height? 8 meters. Height is 8 meters. Therefore, what is the work done by girl A, student? mgh, how much is that? How much work is done?
160 watt.
Huh? 160
3200 Newton.
work, I'm saying. Work is 3200 Newton meter, which is 3200 joules. And what is the time taken by girl A?
50 seconds. 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Then what is the power of girl A? Work by T1, 3200 joules by 20. What is the answer coming?
160 watt.
160 watt. Now girl B, student. What is the power? Work by T2. Work is the same.
Yes, sir.
What is the time taken?
50 seconds.
50 seconds. How much it is?
64 watt.
64 watt. So the power extended by girl A is 160 watt. Power extended by girl B is 64 watt. So which girl has more power?
Girl A.
Girl A has more power because she does the same work in lesser period of time. The speed of work is more, the rate of doing work is more than the power of the machine is more. That's what we are trying to say. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Next question is coming, student. A boy of mass 50 kg runs up a staircase of 45 steps in 9 seconds. If the height of each step is 15 centimeters, G is this, find his power. Okay, you have 2 minutes to answer the question. So steps, students, the boy is taking some steps. How many? Boy of mass. Mass is how much? 50 kg. Runs up a staircase. How many? 45 steps. Steps, how many? 45 steps. Each is step, how much? 15 centimeters. Then what will be the height which he travels? 45 into 15, because you use SI unit. 45 into 15 by 100 meter he will travel.
Yes, sir.
Then what work he is doing? How much work done? 50 kg. What is the value of G? G is given 10 meter per second, and height by 100 meter. How much is the work done, student?
$337.5.
300. Zero, they are gone. So what is the value coming? Work done. Much? 45 into 75 Newton. How much time he takes? 9 seconds.
Yes, sir.
Then what is the power? Rate of doing work divided by 9 seconds. What is the answer coming now?
375 watt.
375 watt work is done. 375 power. Power is 375. The rate of doing work, the speed of doing work is 375 watts. Now we understand the importance of the power. The top question is, what is power, student?
The power is the rate of doing work.
Power is the rate of doing work. So joule per second. So 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second. So 1 unit power we already defined.
Yes, sir.
What is 1 unit power? 1 power is W by T. 1 joule by 1 second. that is 1 watt. 1 joule of work is done in 1 second. A lamp consumes 1000 joules of electrical energy in 10 seconds, student. What is the power? Now we are talking electrical. As I said, there is a rating on electrical appliances, student. Power rating. So what it means? What is the answer?
100.
A lamp consumes 100 joules of electrical energy. What is power? So here work is electrical energy joules. How much? 1000 joules. Time is 10 seconds. So how much it will be? Power 100 watt.
Yes, sir.
So the lamp is 100 watt, rated 100 watt. 100 watt lamp will consume 100 joules in 1 second. 100 joules of electrical energy it will consume in 1 second. So people will try to use a lower watt lamp. You know, nowadays the bulbs which are coming, you have heard about low energy lamps.
Yes, sir.
So they will consume less electrical energy in 1 second. What do you mean by average power? What is average power, student? On an average, if I want to find out how much it will consume.
Sir, average power is total energy divided by total time.
Okay. So we can say that total energy. All right. Now we're coming to the most and important part of this commercial unit of electrical energy. We all consume electrical energy at home. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You are using and is important now. The electricity is coming to your home. You are consuming, but you have different appliances. Different appliances have different power. They consume different joules in a second, right? So what happens, student? Unit joule is too small. Hence, it is inconvenient to express large quantities of energy. Therefore, we use a bigger unit called kilowatt hour. First, if I have watt, 1 watt is 1 joule per second, right? This is very small. Then we said we will use kilowatt. So kilowatt will be 1000 watt. Now, when I'm consuming the electrical energy at home, you will see how many hours you are using an appliance. What is the time for which the appliance is using? You light a bulb for 10 minutes, you light a bulb for 1 hour, then it will consume more energy at your home. So we define another unit which we call as a kilowatt hour. You can see K here is smaller, W is large. Watt, because the name of the scientists are honored capital letters. Kilowatt hour will mean what, student? 1 kilo means how much? 1000 watt. And 1 hour means how many seconds?
60
1 hour.
seconds.
Huh? 1 hour is 60 minutes and into 60 seconds.
3600 seconds.
So what it will be equal to then? You are 36 into how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 power 5 watt second. Watt second. Watt into second will be what? Joule by second into second. They will cancel out joules. So that is 1, I can say 1 kilowatt hour is then equal to 3.6 into 10 power 6 joules. Because joule is very small, then we are going to use this value for commercial unit of energy which we are consuming at home. This is an important question. This has been asked many times. 1 kilowatt hour is equal to how many joules? 1 kilowatt hour is equal to how many? 3.6 into 10 power 6 joules. This is called the commercial unit of energy. What do we call as commercial? Because we pay our bills based on this. Commercial unit of energy, student, the electrical energy we are using at home. What we are trying to say, student, the energy used in household, industries and combustion are expressed in kilowatt hour. At our home, you are using electrical energy. Are you using?
Yes, sir.
In industries also, student, we are using electrical energy. Therefore, for example, during a month, after every month you get an electricity bill. If there are 30 days, for example, 30 days. Supposing after 30 days, students, you will get your bill. And what is the unit which we are using? How many? They say how many units have consumed? You have consumed in 30 days units. 1 unit is taken as 1 kilowatt hour. So if you consumed 30 kilowatt hour, that means that 30 units of energy has been consumed. How much? 30 units of energy has been consumed. And the bills are coming according to the unit. There is a cost of 1 unit. So you already know in your electricity bills, you will see the cost per unit. Cost per unit in rupees. That how much? 5 rupees per unit or whatever it is. So according to that, if you consume 30 kilowatt hours or 30 units, then they will multiply with that and calculate the amount of money or your bill, the bill payments. Now you understood how the bills are calculated?
Yes, sir.
Electricity bills. And the unit, what is 1 unit? The commercial unit of electricity. There are standard rates already given. Commercial unit, kilowatt hour. And 1 kilowatt hour is how many joules per second? So now you can see, students, if you will look at your electric meter installed in your house, observe the very carefully, take the readings of the meter each day. You can take the reading of the meter. You have an electrical meter?
Yes, sir.
At home. You can take the reading in the morning, 7 a.m. for example, to 7 p.m. Every day you take the reading and note it and find out how many units you are consuming in a week. And then you multiply with the rate, with the cost per unit. By this way, you will be able to calculate your energy consumed and the bill which you have to pay. So the units, whatever we are doing, you can consume and find out and find where time you are using the maximum wattage and which appliances you also know at home have more watts than others. This way we can calculate our monthly bill and we can find out in the night, most of the times you are sleeping, so naturally the consumption will fall down, and in the daytime you will use more of these appliances, there will be more consumptions. So this is all today what we told you about what is power, rate of doing work, the speed at which work is done, then what is kilowatt hour, what is the commercial unit of energy, and what is the power rating of different appliances. If I have a bulb, if I have bulbs, supposing this is 60 watts, one bulb is 50 watts, and another bulb is 20 watts, then what it means, it will consume 60 joules in 1 second, and
Yes,
it will consume 50 joules in 1 second, and it will consume 20 joules in 1 second. So the power rating is there. Different appliances have different power ratings, different machines. Refrigerator has different rating. You can check what is the power rating of the refrigerator, washing machine, other appliances which you are using at home. And if you want to see the electrical bills, you can start recording the meter reading. And after a week, you can calculate how much energy has been consumed in kilowatt hour. 1 kilowatt hour is 1 unit. And if you know what is the cost of 1 unit, you can calculate the electricity bills. So all these are the works which you can try and do, students. And this ends up the topic of work, power, and energy. And we will be solving question answer sessions and MCQ question, other important questions based on this chapter. Keep on subscribing our channel and forward it to your friends so that they can take benefit of this. We are trying our hard to make every chapter as simple, as easy as possible with examples and solving questions so that students can easily do question answers in the exam, as well as learn the science, learn the concepts for classes 10, 11, 12, NEET, medical, and other IIT classes. Also, all this will help. Our lectures recorded will help you till the college, till the life also. Because they are basic things which we are talking. In order to explain, we are giving a lot of examples. All right, then we see you next time, student. Bye-bye.
thank you, sir.
Okay.